Cory Hardrict. Corey.
He say,
So Corey recently appeared on the Pivot
Oh,
podcast.
oh shit! I need to watch that one.
Yep, see, Anton is on top of things.
Dang.
I'm gonna fast forward it really quickly to
They stepping outside just the athlete stuff.
well, they have to.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to do that. Stephen A. Smith, all of that. I'm gonna fast forward it to around the 29-minute mark, a little bit over that, and then we go from there.
Like that.
On a recent panel, you said you couldn't sleep for a year and a half or something, and that you cried for a lot of that time. How difficult was that period in life for you? Because we know as men and as black men, we're starting to get into a space where we talk about not only mental health, but emotional health.
What up, Mika?
And we've learned ways to be vulnerable and open. But to share that in a room full of people, I mean, that's something that you felt deeply. How did you find a way to get through that time while also having to still be a father, a provider,
Right.
and do your job?
You know, I feel like you'll never get through that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of praying, a lot of knowing that God is real. God is actually truly real in my life. A lot of stillness, man. When you sit still a lot, you know, you can hear a lot of things for me. A lot of isolation, solitude, and just knowing, you know, if I can just put one foot in front of the other, you know, and take it a day at a time. Because I'm taking it a day at a time, still to this day.
Really?
Yeah, I just take it a day at a time. You know, black men have feelings. You know, black men hurt.
Black man.
Black men are in like pain, and sometimes we don't have outlets to, you know, like talking to you now. No one really asked me these questions, never really. So it's like sometimes we feel like we're dealing with it alone, not unless you have like a therapist or, you know, a close confidant or like friend. But it's not easy because it feels like as a black man, you can't show vulnerability to the world, you know, because it's a form of weakness. But it should be looked at as a form of strength, you know, like men do need to cry, you know, because when it's all bottled up, you know, and inside, you know, that's when stress, things can happen, different tensions. You got to be able to have a outlet to release. Like I said, that's the only way that you can get to the true healing of everything. So yeah, when I was speaking in Miami, that's just how I felt at the time. You know, so to this day, I look at my kids and say, Daddy got you forever. You know, I look at my daughter, you know, when they smile at me and they know Daddy really loves them. My son knows Daddy really loves me. That's what brings me joy right now, and that's what keeps me saying, I'm on my way. I want to be the biggest in the world, you know, from a humble place, but I feel like from a skill set, I feel like I am that dude. Like that's just how I really feel, and I feel like I can step into that more because of my children, because of my mom and having the promise I gave her, and I'm ready to do all those things. So
That's also
So, Cory Hardrict is still taking it one day at a time, trying to figure out life and putting his all into his craft and his kids as a result of still being heartbroken because black men still cry. But what are your thoughts on this, Carrie?
um, I don't know. Like I was really trying to understand. I think because I'm not clear on why they got a divorce. Like it sounds to me like he messed up.
No, he
It sounds,
didn't. No.
you don't think so?
Not from what she said. She was like, he just
What she
ran its course, like it was time to be over. Like, no, she never gave no good reason.
Okay,
Because I
okay,
remember we
I
talked
take
about
that
her
back.
reason before.
I take that back. I take that back then. It said okay. It's
Remember we talked about it.
either he messed up or out of no it felt like it was out of nowhere and she left him. But the way he's talking, maybe I don't know, he just I don't see why he's so stuck.
Because he was in
It was
love. Fuck you mean?
no, I'm
Nigga, you want to divorce your husband and be like, all right, bitch, I'm out. Like,
no,
what?
no,
You
it's
want that nigga to be sad as fuck.
No, I don't. I don't want him to be this sad. Like I don't want him to be so sad where he's like,
His
it's
family
just
is
my.
gone. The kids aren't in the
But the
house. The
way
kids
he's
are
talking, if
elsewhere.
you're
I
telling,
see my kid three
if
times a week.
if you're telling me that she said nothing happened, it just ran its course,
She said she
and
made it seem like it was just a season.
and and he's talking the way he's talking now, then it just sounds like he probably was.
You mean I
I
don't
don't
like
want
you
to
no
call him.
more?
No, no.
I don't like you, nigga.
It doesn't sound. It either sounds like he knows why they got a divorce, or he totally doesn't. And if he didn't, if he didn't do anything, then it must be he really doesn't know why they got a divorce. And if you really don't know why you got a divorce, and it's been a year and a half now, and she's doing a whole nother show, like she's doing dating, she's doing all of this stuff, and you're still like, I'm just taking it one day at a time. That I don't know. Just from
It's
what y'all have
people like
shared as
you.
men,
Why
huh?
you move on so fast? Why you got a date on how
I'm
long this
not
nigga can be
talking.
sad?
I'm not. Listen, I totally believe that a person should let their emotions out. He could have a good cry. Like, I'm not saying he shouldn't mention cry or anything like that. But the way he's talking right now, it just seems like
This
I'm
is
worried
helping
that
him. Talking through it is helping him.
it does.
It's just in the public eye.
Um, let
Nigga,
me think
stand up,
about it.
Corey. Let me
Let me
call
think
Corey. I
about
get
some.
this nigga on the panel. That's my brother, nigga. Let me
No,
text him.
I'm not knocking. I don't. I'm not knocking Cory per se. It's just the way he was talking. I'm confused. It just seems confusing where he is right now.
Why are you confused, Carrie?
Because I'm just trying to understand. Seriously, just based off of how men talk, and based off of the way that y'all present yourselves to be collectively, because and watching her, and if you're saying that he didn't mess up, then I'm just trying to understand, what how is he gonna get past this if he's still this distraught a
Hey,
year and a half
Carrie,
later,
Carrie, Carrie.
to the point where he's saying his no listen to the point where he's saying, I look at my kids and that's what keeps me going. Like, what, how much did you put? That just seems like that's a lot of
It's not.
Carrie.
My dad is a preacher, and he got in front of the whole fucking church and said he left. I never knew this about my dad. He said he left the house and he didn't plan on coming back because he was going to kill himself.
I'm not. Well, I don't. You didn't give any context to that, so I can't comment on what you just said at all. So I don't even know what, I don't know what that meant at all. Your dad, your mom, I don't know,
I'll
but
send you the I'll send you the sermon.
okay, but he just seems like I
Hey,
don't know.
I
I'm gonna
feel like
tell y'all.
you
I'm not.
let
Hey,
me
I'm not
listen,
trying.
down. I thought you
I'm
gave
not.
nigga some
I'm not.
grace.
listen.
I'm not trying to be insensitive to his need to get stuff out. It's not even about the fact that I'm not like he shouldn't be sharing or whatever. I'm just talking about what he's sharing. It seems like he's still very much so in the it just happened fragile space. And when you look at her, and she already has a whole nother show. Like, she's been doing all these. I'm just saying, what, I can't understand how he could
I've
be so distraught.
I've never wanted to put you in the bathroom than I do right now. Like, you're not understanding at all. It's like she moved on. Why haven't you? That's rude as fuck.
No,
Like, that
not
is the
why
nature
haven't
of
you
these
moved.
women nowadays. How they just throw away their shit and don't care about nobody else.
it's not why hasn't he moved on. I'm not saying he needs to be with another girl. I'm saying he literally just said, I look at my kids and like that's what keeps me going. And I'm just trying to like fathom
Carrie,
what
Carrie. He's an actor.
Oh my
He's an
god.
actor.
What the
He's an
fuck? You just took away all
maybe
humanity from the whole
maybe that's
argument.
a part of
no,
it.
He's an
because
actor. It doesn't fucking matter.
no. Listen to me very carefully. The woman he was with, he wasn't happy with her. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. This man is enlightened right now. He's at a different level in life. I'm very convinced Tia Mowry is toxic for any man. She's not good for men. He's very much free. This
That's not
man
a.
is on this show because he's getting paid to do this. He about to get some new pussy. He don't care. I'm sorry. Look at this nigga hair.
You took away
This
all
nigga went and
humanity
got the
from the
Beijing lineup.
conversation.
He clean. He not worried about Tia Mowry.
Yes, he
How
Hold
is.
on, wait. What kind of lineup you got, Slimmy?
He got the Beijing lineup.
his
It's
edge
type
is,
big, biggin, but they say Beijing. I don't know how you say it, man. But anyway, that none of that hair is black. None of his hair is black. It's like all that is colored in. That's not even a real lineup. You know what I'm saying? Like that man is happy with his life. He's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. This is an act. He's doing a
okay.
press run.
See, because I'll give you a case in point. Like Tyrese, I can listen to Tyrese reflect on his marriage, reflect on all that has happened, and y'all probably gonna be like, but he cried or whatever. But you can listen to Tyrese reflect on his marriage. You can tell that he's disappointed that it happened, all of that. But at the same time, he doesn't sound like I can't even I'm just taking it one day at a time. A year and a half later,
Why are you projecting on one man how all the rest of them should be? Like you're
I'm
standing on this point, like 10 toes on this bitch. Everything
No,
that's come out of your mouth insinuates that there's a time frame, nigga, that you got to move on.
no,
it's some men.
it's
It's some men that
How do you not know that this man's mental health is 10 times worse than Tyrese's?
it's not. It's not. This dude is
I
fine.
just
This is
I
the
don't see
Pivot
how.
podcast.
Dude is
The mere
fine.
fact that you saying that they gonna have an actor on acting and they're paying him, it's totally
unless
wrong to these three
unless
niggas who
unless
have an amazing
unless
podcast.
unless that's a
First off,
part of
them niggas on
why
that podcast, are their takes are terrible. First off, they always saying some terrible
You're
shit.
one person, nigga. Niggas watch them faithfully, niggas.
Hey,
So the
that's
majority
cool.
of
Hey,
people
that's
like them
cool.
niggas.
Hey, I'm
The
gonna keep it
majority
100 with you.
like them niggas.
I'm gonna
They
keep it
still
100
around
with you.
for a reason.
Hey, listen. That's cool. I don't give a fuck about them. I don't give a fuck who watch them niggas. Them niggas say some corny ass shit. I'm sorry. They be on some simp shit. Like this nigga up here, he's just playing into their audience. That's all it is. He's going to get new women from this shit. He's going to get more. Trust and believe that. That nigga is free from Tia Mowry. She's horrible. Look at what she doing. You don't see this nigga on the TV screen. Oh, my life is a mess. This nigga went on one or two shows like, damn, man, I'm just trying to get through this. Man, this nigga playing a simp role so he can get some new bitches, man. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I know what's going on. That nigga ain't nothing wrong with that nigga, man. He don't got no bags under his eyes no more. This nigga free from TMR. She's garbage. She's garbage. She sabotaged their whole marriage for no reason. He did him a favor. He gonna get some new women and he not gonna be worried about it. His kids is cool. It ain't like the woman that they gotta go sit with for like whatever days he don't have them. It ain't like she don't know how to be a mother. So that's cool. He not his kids ain't in bad hands. He not worried about that. It's a lot of women who in bad shape. They're not good mothers. She's a good mother. She's just a bad wife. And he's cool. He's cool. So he gonna get some new women. He gonna be cool. Nigga probably be married again in 3 years. Watch. Way before she will. Watch. Watch. This nigga's cool, man. I ain't buying that whole I'm hurt, I'm torn
Your
apart.
takes are
Nah.
always so extreme.
No, it's
Like
not extreme. It's just
you're either
real.
far here about somewhere. You're never like in the middle. Like you're always extreme as fuck about your shit.
No, it's not about being extreme. It's just the truth, man. Like that. Look at this nigga's face.
Unless
Do this nigga
I was
look
gonna
worse?
say Anton, unpause it and then pause it back. You
Because his
stopped at the
perked
wrong
lips, his
spot.
lips
You
is
got
like,
his perk. He's
A
like
Chicago mindset.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to another scene.
That nigga's not worried. Look at that. Look at his hairline. Look at his hair. That ain't his hair. That
I don't
nigga
want
went
to
up
be.
there, got
If y'all
cleaned
are
up
gonna
so he can
dog
get
out
some
this nigga
new
in
women.
distress, I
Look,
don't want to be a
that's
part
a
of this.
man. That's a man sitting up there confident.
Anybody
I'm not
watching me,
dogging
I
him.
feel this man's pain. I think he needs to take as long as he needs to get over his feelings and losing his family. And I understand.
You
I'm
know
not
what?
dogging.
You know
I'm
what? I was kind of feeling sorry for him. Slimmy fucking changed my mind. I ain't even gonna cap.
That
Slimmy
nigga
got me.
fine.
Slimmy changed my mind. I want Slimmy. You cook. I gotta agree with him. I started looking at his ass. I started looking at his hairline. So this fucking Slimmy,
That nigga's fine,
Dude, he
man.
was going on a show. That nigga look good. Nigga, what you mean?
he got
He
that
didn't
T.
need the
Hanley.
show to get pussy. That nigga
Yep.
roll up and say his name, and he know he gonna get some pussy. That nigga don't need to pivot. That
He got that T. Hanley.
nigga
40% off
said,
your
"I'm
first
Ain't
order.
worried
American.
about.
I'm Cory, nigga. Just roll up. I'm
Ain't worried
Cory.
about it.
He ain't gotta be on no pivot to get no pussy, nigga. He probably ain't. He probably too sad to get some pussy the way he want it.
Nah, nah. He fine, man. He gonna be all right.
It gets to a point when you so old. It
She the
ain't
one you gotta worry
about. It
about.
ain't so to men. It ain't about just getting some pussy. You gotta have some kind of feeling. You know what I mean? Because I remember the day I did this. I was begging this girl, and I used to love it. And then one day I just didn't. I was like, I don't even feel nothing for you no more. And I just stopped. Like I'm too old to just be banging you. Nigga, get out of here, nigga. Leave.
I think he might be acting too. Slimmy might have hit that one. 2K,
Okay,
what
well
up?
then we don't have to
That
talk
boy
about
hurt
it.
for
If
real,
it's
man.
acting, conversation over.
2K, what up, 2K?
What's
What's
up? That
happening?
man, I believe he hurt for real, cuz.
Thank you. Bring that nigga on the camera. Yes, 2K. Thank you. Nigga, I'll be
2K,
hurt
you
if
want to
Tia
be on
left.
camera?
Yeah, I don't care.
I'll be hurt if Tia left my ass too.
Yeah, but he was all over with what he was saying. It like I said, it just wasn't all. It was just. I was missing it.
Q did it.
What up,
I
bro?
wish you was on this panel so bad.
You
I was
what?
telling these niggas like a heartbreak from elementary can change a whole man's life.
Mm-hmm.
And these niggas, they was laughing at me. They were like, he got his heart broken in the second grade and he still ain't healed from that. This is all over again, bro.
You still talking about that?
And it's
Bro,
worse that he has kids. You know, because I do this with Ava. I don't have my kids sometimes, and I just go in her room and I freaking get sad. And I be crying, looking at her stuff in her room. It's more than just the wife. There's kids.
I'm not talking. I am. Please don't take it like I'm saying he should not have it. Like it shouldn't impact him at all. But he said I'm taking it one day at a time. Like
You
that's
keep this
un-
mythical time frame that you given this nigga to get over the shit. You haven't gotten off
no.
that point yet. You keep saying no, but
care,
it keeps.
care. Watch this, Q did it. Why Laura London whole personality is I'm not Nipsey Hussle and he dead.
Mhm.
Her whole personality is grieving Nipsey Hussle. You don't nobody say nothing
No,
to her.
that's not true. That's not
That's
true.
her whole
I've listened
personality.
to her whole personality is not I'm grieving this Nipsey.
Yes, it is.
That's not true. I've listened to her interview.
Laura
She
London is more
But
known.
but
she said
he
that
brings up a good
they are
point though. What's the difference between grieving someone who dead and grieving someone who left you, nigga? Like, what do you mean?
first of all,
You
y'all
grieve
really don't
like some people grieve
you
forever.
you really don't want to use Lauren London because Lauren
Yes, I
London
do.
she has put, surprisingly to me, she has put his departure from his body, as she would say, she's put it into perspective fairly quickly, in my opinion, considering the
Look,
fact that he was
but
murdered.
Terry, look how you
So
giving her
Lauren
that
London,
legacy.
Lauren London would be. Have you listened? He sounds like Tia died. He
She
sounds like
did.
Tia
It,
died.
listen,
Lauren sounds more like she has it in
That's how
perspective.
he
She
feels,
loves him.
nigga. It's a
She
that's how
death to
look,
her,
and
that's
nigga.
how
honors
dramatic
him.
it is.
That's how he
He's sitting
feels.
here talking about he needs to look at his kids in order to like have purpose anymore. And
Listen,
all I'm
see,
saying is, if it was that deep for him, either, like you said, Tia is just trifling, or he was hella clingy and like overly into her to the point of his own like demise, or he's kind of
no, Carrie,
being
no,
a little
Carrie,
extra.
no, Carrie, you wrong, okay? Tia, listen, Tia absolutely did die. Okay, she might then pass away, but his version of her is gone and it's gone
It's
forever.
dead
He
and
could have had
gone,
kids by
dead
anybody.
and
He could
gone.
have got married by anybody. He chose that for her. She dead.
She's
That hurt.
dead. Cause she won't answer that nigga's phone calls. She leave that nigga on red. She might as well be dead to him.
Dead.